Hi everyone, welcome to Alma Pilates and Yoga. My name is Marisol, and in this class we're going to be doing a very energizing yoga flow. So I want you to think back to those mornings where you just don't feel like moving. You kind of feel a little tight, you feel like you got hit by a bus almost. Things are very slow to wake up and warm up. Well, this is a really great sequence. It's a really great flow. We're gonna start off with some breath. We're gonna get the body moving, get it stretching. And so if you're interested in that, keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below how you felt after taking the class. Okay, so let's go ahead and start seated. And just so you know, the exact playlist that I'll be listening to, I will link in the description below, and of course, anywhere in the tag, so you guys can listen along if you want to. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and start seated in a crisscross applesauce position. Getting ready for some yogic breathing. All right, so once you're seated, you're gonna take your right hand, place it over your heart. You're gonna take your left hand, place it on your belly. You're gonna sit up tall and really ground yourself in your hips, touching the floor, touching the mat. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to take a couple deep breaths. And I want you to think about not stressing your breath out, not adding any tension, not forcing anything. Just notice how you're breathing. Notice if the inhale tends to be shorter than the exhale. Notice if you're not really inhaling as much as you might want to. But again, don't force anything. We're just trying to see kind of where our baseline is today. We're also starting to notice how our hands on both our stomach and our chest rise and inflate with our inhale, and then calm down kind of towards our torso when we exhale. And if you're doing this in the morning time, just try to really let go of the to-do list. Try to really let go of anything that's coming up. Remember that this is your practice. When you're on the mat, it's time for you. And while we tend to work on things or work through things when we're on our mat, when things get tough, when things get challenging, I still want you to take this moment as you're breathing to really let go. With every exhale, let go of thoughts that don't provide growth or positivity to your practice for the next 10 seconds. Hold for 3, 2, 1. And go ahead and open your eyes. Reach your arms down by your sides, palms face up. Inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling, interlace the fingers, reach up and over to the left. Come back up through center, reach up and over to the right. Come back up through center, reach the arms back and down. Move the shoulders forward, up, back, down. Really settle your shoulder blades down into the upper back. All right. Let's move on to our hands and knees. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Start to move your chest, your shoulders, your upper body from side to side. And I know sometimes when my hands are flat on the floor and I move this way, I start to notice if there's any tightness in my wrists and my forearms. And sometimes that goes away, obviously depending on what's going on and the joints there. But for the most part, it's a really great way to warm up. So let's start to move the upper body kind of in circles. So instead of just moving from right to left, we're moving in circles. Good. Go ahead and reverse. Be very gentle with your movement, especially if you're feeling any tension. And I would say that if you already know that your hands, your wrists don't like this, I would make a fist with your hands and put your knuckles on the floor. And you can still do the same circular motions. It'll be a lot less pressure, but that's always an option. Okay. All right. From here, however you want to have your hands, knees stay still, and go ahead and point your toes, press the top of your feet into the mat. Take a big inhale and exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin to the chest, lengthen the back of your neck, and then inhale, arch the back. And again, exhale, tuck and lift. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Feeling how the chin, as we arch, it lifts forward and up, almost like we're really opening our throat. And a lot of the times when I'm doing this, I'll feel like this knot in my throat, and that's a really good indication that we need to breathe a little bit deeper, especially as we're doing movements like this. Pairing the breath with the movement tends to help with things like that. It kind of releases any emotion that you have stuck in your throat. Let's go, last two. 1. And come back to a flat back. And let's bring the knees a little closer together, the hands a little closer together. And when you're ready, you're going to stretch the right leg back and up. Hold it here. Reach the left arm forward and up. Finding our balancing table here. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Couple deep breaths, pressing the chest away from the floor, finding as much length through the line, connecting your fingertips to your toes. Hold it here. For 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Good. Other side. Hold it. Press the chest away from the floor. Extend the left leg back and up. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. And now let's change from right to left, trying to make the movement as seamless as possible. Let me know if you guys like music added to these videos, or if you like just the ability to play your own playlist here. Don't forget to breathe deep. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1, and bring your hands and your knees down. Go ahead and do a little rounded spine position, and then inhale, arch the back, and then find a flat back position. Let's go ahead and do a tiger. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring the right knee back and up, but keep the knee bent, arch the back. It's almost like, I always think of scorpion here, but it's called tiger. And then you're gonna round the spine, tuck the right knee into the chest, and repeat. And again, tuck into the chest, and repeat. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bring it down. Ooh, and other side. Don't worry, we're gonna stretch out the hamstrings there. So if you felt like your hamstring kind of cramping up, don't worry, we'll stretch it out. All right, so when you're ready, bring the left leg back and up, lift the chest, lift the chin, and then round the spine, pull it in. Lift the chest, lift the chin. Round the spine, bring it in. Good. Looking great, everyone. Let's go for 3, 2, and last one. Really try to find that kind of bow position with the body, and then bring the leg down. Awesome. Flatten your hands down if you can. Tuck your toes. Lift the hips up and back into a downward dog position. Hold it here. Take a couple deep breaths. And then I want you to bring your weight forward into a plank and then press up and back into a pike or a downward dog. Sorry, I'm so used to saying pike because of Pilates. That's what we would call what looks very similar to a downward dog. Find your breath. I recommend inhaling as you lean forward into plank and then exhaling, press back. Let's go last two. And last one. And bend the knees, rest the feet down, press the hips back into a child's pose. We're going to go into striking cobra. So what I want you to do is lean forward out of your child's pose. Keep your knees on the floor. Once you're here, bend your elbows, lower the chest down, and then lift the upper body up by straightening your arms. Hold it here. And then exhale, down, push up with your hips back into a child's pose. So not quite as relaxing as a child's pose, but yeah, you're gonna flow through this really quickly. Inhale, go forward. Exhale, go down. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, press back. Let's try that again. Inhale, go forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, press back. Good, one more time. Go forward, bend, lower. Inhale, lift, and then exhale, press back. Good, everyone. All right, from here, tuck your toes, come up into a plank, reach the hips up and back, walk your hands back to your feet, and then slowly curl on up, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. All right, team, if you're ready to take the rest of the class with me, don't forget to go to almapilatesyoga.com, where I do have a free 3-day trial that you can try out. I've got a library full of classes of different lengths, of different styles, Pilates, yoga, props, all sorts of things that you can do from the comfort of your home. I'll leave the links down below and hope to see you in my class.